What's up, YouTube? This is your girl Shanita, aka the Beauty Influencer, coming at you with another YouTube video. Today is Saturday, August 5th, 2023, and I wanted to do something different today. I wanted to do a quick get ready with me makeup and hair edition video only, and I wanted to discuss a topic that is near and dear to my heart. So if you are interested in hearing more about this particular topic and watching me do my makeup, then please stay tuned. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, let's jump into this video.
Hi, what's up? This is your girl Shanita. And the reason that I feel led to talk about it is because I see that more and more people are just making it so known that they have an issue with big women. And it makes me feel uncomfortable. You know, to hear people blatantly, bash a person for their weight. I see it on social media all the time. I see it on my own personal Facebook page. And when I see people that, talk about it or make jokes about it or even post a meme about it, it used to bother me. Never to the point where I would actually comment and just, say, well, go back and forth with the person, because I do know that, that person, obviously, hey, that's their Facebook page. They want to do what they want to do. But what I would usually do is just kind of block them, like remove them off my Facebook page. And even now, I'll still do that if I feel like it's totally offensive, because no one woke up one day and was like, you know what, God, I just want to be 500 pounds. I don't know nobody that just wakes up and just says stuff like that. And so, granted, it does take time for a person to, I guess, become, I don't know, overweight, obese, whatever you guys want to say. And for me, I'm looking at it from a psychological standpoint. So you get a plus size person. Okay. People automatically assume that because a person is heavy, that they must just sit around and just eat all the time, drink stuff that they're not supposed to be drinking all the time, unhealthy foods, snacks, ice creams, things of that nature, sodas and stuff. And Lord knows I'm guilty of drinking sodas. I love me some Pepsi. But I guess for me, again, as I say, I look at it from a psychological standpoint, because you don't know what happened in that person's life to make them get like that. You don't know if that person is grieving, and so to comfort their grief, that they go to food. Okay? You don't know if that person had just gotten out of an extremely abusive relationship, and their only source of comfort is just laying around the house, not getting up out of bed, eating a box of pizza in bed because they just can't get up out of bed. Now, I've never been one to be medically diagnosed with depression or anything like that, thank God. I do feel like people have their moments where they are extremely depressed. And so if you've never really been medically diagnosed with depression, you really can't speak on that. So you really can't say that a person has control over it. I would just like to think, based on what I've studied since I am a psychology student, that, you have to have had some type of depressive symptoms for some time in order to fit in the category of being, majorly depressed. So one of the symptoms of a severely depressed individual is excessively eating or not eating at all. So you're gonna either eat too much for comfort, or you're not gonna eat at all because you just can't get up out of bed, or only thing you want to do is just sleep all day. So it's easy for people to just automatically assume that the person can control how they are. And this doesn't even just go for, heavy people, women, man, because I don't see society bashing men like that are, heavy, mainly women. But even for the smaller individuals, the people, anorexic, being anorexic, that is a disease or a condition. I'm gonna say a condition. I don't want to say disease, but that's a condition. And so you just can't really judge a person by their weight. We just need to stop doing that. Just automatically assuming that because a person is skinny, that they must be, in a very extreme. They must be in a very healthy weight. Or, because my camera's about to go dead, I'm gonna have to change it. Or just, because a person is big, that they must have, heart disease, this, that, and the other. Now, granted, obesity is a condition. It's a severe one. But if you see a person with a condition, it's a way for you to address your concerns if you're genuinely concerned about them. Because people that's walking around here with cancer, that is a condition. But you don't see people saying, oh, you got cancer, you really should consider, getting radiation. So why is it that people that's overweight, other people say, oh, you need to lose some weight, or they make jokes about the person's condition, but yet people that have cancer, or let's just say liver disease or something like that, you don't see people saying, oh, you need a new liver, ha ha, people. That's what I mean by that. I don't understand why. I just don't understand it. I hope I'm saying what I'm trying to say, but yeah, so let me change out this battery and then I'm gonna get back with you guys, because I want to definitely finish. I want to put a bookmark on this topic about, plus size women and some of the stuff we experience being a plus size woman. Okay, I'm back. But yes, so with me being a plus size woman, I see a lot of this stuff. I've experienced a lot of this stuff, and I've heard the compliments where someone is like, oh, she got a cute face, or she's beautiful for a big girl, and I don't know, I don't like those type of compliments. To me, I don't feel like it's a compliment. I feel like, it's a backhand compliment. All right, getting ready to do some contouring. Another thing that I see a lot of plus size women dealing with, obviously, is poor men. I don't mean like a person that don't have money. I mean like the poor quality of men that try to get with a woman, a plus size woman, because he feels like she has some insecurities about her weight, about anything that come with, being overweight. Personally, I don't think that a plus size woman I don't think she goes in the relationship having insecurities about her weight. I think that it only gets to that point when, as the relationship goes on, the man knows, that he makes her have an issue with her weight or the way that she looks. And there are some men that do that. They'll just automatically assume, I can just, let me see if I can find out what her weaknesses are so I can kind of, use it to my advantage to get her to do what I want her to do, type of thing. But yes, I don't think that the woman goes into the relationship, having any type of insecurities. It's only when she gets in that relationship, and for whatever reason, the dynamics of the relationship begin to change, because maybe the man is noticing, that she's walking around a certain way, or, she's, hitting her goals and stuff. And I don't know, maybe she's even succeeding more at her goals and aspirations in comparison to him. And so maybe he feels the need to kind of knock her down a little bit. And what better way than to just target her weight or the way that she looks, and it may start off with compliments like, oh, babe, you look, you're getting a little pudge now, or maybe after she's had kids, like, babe, don't you want to get back down to the size you was before you had kids? And, little stuff like that. It starts off small, but then it can eventually grow into something much bigger. And then before you know it, the lady will feel insecure about herself. And then, the man may take it up a notch and just start doing all type of stuff, stepping out of the marriage, maybe even hitting on her and, controlling her, who she talks to, who she hang around, what she wear. And then when it's time to get out of the marriage or the relationship, she doesn't want to go because, she's afraid of the man. Like, he done tore her down so much that now the next man may, she may feel like the next man is just not gonna, what, he's right, I'm not good enough. She may have that type of mentality. And sadly, that does happen out here in the real world. It does. Sadly, it does. And so, I don't know. One of the things that I've been praying to God about is just, work on me. That's what I need to do. I need to work on myself right now. And I feel like that's where a lot of relationships kind of end or don't work out. They end before they even start. Because a lot of people, they get involved in relationships prematurely. And what I mean by that is they don't have their life in order. They don't even know what it is that they want. They don't know. But they get involved with these people, and I don't know if they're looking for happiness in the relationship, or I don't know what they're looking for, but it's like they go around looking for something and they get involved with people, and then when it turns out not to be, what they expect, they want to end it then. And by this time you done wasted your time, your money, and dreams, and all of this stuff, your body, whatever, So again, this is just me speaking from, my personal experience, or even, from, people that may have shared certain stuff with me. And it's like, wow, like, I can't believe that, this is what's going on out here in the world, especially, again, when it comes to plus size women. I really do feel like plus size women have it worse than your average size woman. I'm just gonna say that, that's just what I feel. Like, that's just my opinion. I'm not trying to say that it's the right thing, but hey, we all are entitled to an opinion, and that's just what I feel. I don't know who made this. I got so many makeup palettes, but yes. Yes, so I hear, and I've seen on social media so many times where this is coming from men and women that are not even plus size, or maybe some of them are, and they always say that, if an attractive guy is dating or involved with a plus size woman, that chances are she must be taking care of him, or he must be a broke dude, or a dude that does not have his life in order. I actually ended up reading about that, or coming across that recently, and I just didn't even know how to say that. I didn't even know how to react when I seen that, because it's like, where is this coming from? Like, I didn't know where that was coming from. Like, who put that out there in the atmosphere? Because a lot of people, known celebrities, they say Beyonce, she got cheated on. She's an average size woman. Halle Berry, she's an average size woman. So it's like, I don't understand where these people are getting this stuff from, as in, only the plus size women and stuff get cheated on, or dudes get involved with them for the wrong reasons. I don't know if it's for easy sex, or if it's just a money thing, you know, because the dude probably don't have his life in order. I mean, granted, that could be true for certain people, but I don't think that it stems to just being a plus size woman. But I've heard all type of stuff, and I personally am offended when I hear or read about stuff like that. But I have to understand that who's ever putting that stuff out there in the atmosphere, I mean, it's just their opinion. It doesn't make it right. You know, it's just their perspective, what they feel, you know, what they've experienced. I think it's very silly, even immature, but it is what it is. But yeah, that's the world that we live in. And this brings me to my next topic that I want to talk about. And that is the cost of dating. Let's talk about that. I enjoy dating. I really do. I haven't been on any dates recently because A, I haven't had no guy ask me out on a date. B, it's really hard to date in the year 2023, in my opinion. I feel like I feel like the roles have reversed. I feel like guys are wanting the woman to do everything. That's just my opinion. And it's based off of experiences that I've experienced or people close to me that may have shared similar experiences. I think since I've been dating, and Lord knows I've been able to date since I was 16 years old, and now I'm 33. So that's a good little bit of time right there. What, that's 17 years of dating. Okay, and with that being said, I think I've only had maybe 2 to 3 guys. No, I'm gonna say I'll give it 5. On one hand, I can literally count on one hand throughout those 17 years where I've had a guy, you know, actually fund the date, as in like pay for everything. Now, I I know that's like a big thing that we talk about a lot in society, is who's supposed to pay for what. Because I know some guys feel as though, why should they have to pay, you know, when they seem to think that women are only dating guys just to get a free meal. I laughed when I had seen on social media where a lot of guys was talking about how they have stopped dating or they stopped paying for dates because the woman is just out to get a free meal. You know, I thought that was so funny. And so, like I said, I laughed at it because, you know, it could be some truth to that. You know, in other words, I don't know for that to be true or not. That could be their experience, you know. Me personally, I don't go out to eat or go on a date just to go out to eat. And I don't know why when people hear the D word, date, you know, that means food. I mean, a date could be a walk in the park. It can be you guys going to go get ice cream. I don't know, skating, even exercising, going to the gym. I mean, I do feel like the proper thing to do is, you know, kind of converse over a meal, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to do it. It's other ways that you can kind of get to know a person aside from, you know, just going to a restaurant, you know, on the first, second, third, or however many dates. But the thing is, nowadays, you can't even get a dude to ask you out on a date. I mean, most dudes, they just hop in your inbox and they be want to come over to your house. don't even ask you to come over to theirs. I mean, not that I'm going, but I personally find it very offensive if a guy is like, oh, well, when can I come over? Or they just make or insinuate that they want to come over to your house. Don't even know you. You don't know them, but they're just insinuating, like, when can I come over? Or, let me come over and cook for you or something like that. And in the world that we live in, that's dangerous. And especially with me, since I stay by myself, like, I don't know you like that, And so I don't even respond to guys when they get to saying stuff like that, because it's like, I don't know you like that. And not only that, but I feel like it's a red flag if you feel comfortable coming to my house and you don't even know me. You don't even know my background. Don't think just because you're a male that, you can't get hurt or something like that. People are crazy out here. But yes, I personally feel like it's a red flag when you're getting to know a person, a guy, and they're already insinuating that they want to come over to your house or something like that. And the only reason that I can think that a guy would feel comfortable, suggesting such thing is that obviously he's dealt with quite a few women that may have, either insinuated that they wanted him to come over, or he flat out and just asked them and they let him come over. And so because of 1, 2, or maybe 3 different women allowed him to do that, now he feels like, okay, every woman after that, they probably, I can probably rock with them the same way, or they can probably do the same thing, but you can't do that. So first of all, that in and of itself is a red flag, because if you start off doing it with another woman and now you out here searching for your next woman because that didn't work out, that's a red flag. That's a red flag for me. That's what I would think. That if you've pulled this stunt before and obviously it didn't go the way that you wanted to, or maybe things didn't work out for whatever reason. Maybe you guys, you did date, it escalated to being in a relationship, or maybe you guys just, hung out, kicked it, y'all got what y'all wanted from each other, and now you just on to the next one. Well, that's a red flag to me. And so you won't get a response if you approach me like that. And I feel like, when it comes to dating in today's world, because you have social media now, people can hit you up on anywhere, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, all of this stuff, trying to get to know you. But it's like they're not really trying to go beyond the DMs. That's it. Like, at least that's been my experience. But I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking for, when it comes to a guy. And that's why I haven't technically been looking, because I don't even know what it is that I want. I know what I don't want, but I can't necessarily say what it is that I want. And one of the things for sure that I know that I don't want is I don't want a guy to just, hit me up on social media and then all of a sudden, oh, I want to come to your house, or, let me cook for you, something like that. I don't want that. That's what I don't want. Okay, and so back to the whole paying for dates stuff. So when I have went on dates, because I never know, I don't know the person. So, we're meeting up for whatever reason, to hang out. Like, it's just mandatory for you to just meet up with people nowadays if you are going to go on a date. And though you guys may have been talking for some time, that don't mean that the person, that you know the person. That don't mean that. So, I need to fix this a little bit. And with that being said, you just, yeah. With that being said, you just want to make sure you know the person before you even meet up with them at a restaurant, movies, whatever you're gonna do. And so, because I don't really know what I'm dealing with, you should always just make sure you have money anyway, because you never know, anything could happen. You can break down, anything. And so I just go in with the expectancy that, hey, I'm paying for this. Like, I'm paying for my meal. They call it going Dutch. That's what it is. You pay for you and I'm gonna pay for me. That's the mindset that I pretty much have, should I go on a date, because nowadays you just never know. I've heard horror stories of, women, saying how they went on a date with a guy, and I guess they were just expecting the guy to pay for it, and old buddy didn't pay for it. And not only that, but he said he's not even gonna pay for his own food. He want the woman to pay for it. So you have to date with caution nowadays, because people nowadays they're dating with a purpose. They have a motive as to what they trying to do. If they trying to, I don't know, get a meal up out you, it's some. But yes, people are dating. They have a motive now for dating. And you have to find out what that motive is, because it's not like they gonna tell you, oh yeah, by the way, this is my purpose for wanting to date you. They're not gonna tell you that. So dating has really been in the back of my mind, because right now, like I said, this year it started off rough, but it's getting better now. But that's not my main focus right now. I talk to people, like as in, hey, how you doing, or something like that. But I try not to expect too much, because my lesson for this year that I feel is just to not give a lot of expectation to people, because when you give a lot of expectations to people, or you depend on people a lot, people can tend to disappoint you. And when you get disappointed, you may get your feelings hurt. Like, you'll be upset, with a person. And that's what I used to do. Like, I would literally expect people to do stuff. Like, I would hold them to a certain standard. I'm talking about as of this year. But I had to stop doing that. I felt like God had to sit me down and just, like, really, really, tell me, like, or show me, like, look, you don't need to be dependent on nobody like that, And when I say dependent, I don't mean just like financially, I mean like, something happened in your life and you really need a person to be there for you, that support system, emotional support, all of that good stuff. Okay, I'm back. I had to let my camera cool down a little bit. But yeah, so like I was saying, it is hard to date, in my opinion, in today's world, because you never. And while I was off camera, the only thing I did was kind of put some powder under my eyes, and I went ahead and did my little, I guess you can say, little contour, the forehead and around here. I'm just not getting into all of that stuff, so it may not look the way you guys are used to, but I try to go for a really, really natural look too. And now I'm using my liquid eyeliner that I purchased from Shein. But yeah, so I think it's a disconnect now when it comes to the whole dating thing. I think we put too many stipulations on things from a guy's perspective and from a woman's perspective, in my opinion. Guys, they don't want to feel like that they just, here to give a woman a free meal, and then a woman doesn't feel like, she doesn't want to feel like she has to give up herself, like her body, just because you're taking her out, especially if it's a very expensive date, like, I feel like everybody can benefit from doing therapy. Like, let's make going to therapy normal. And that's part of the reason, why I decided to become a counselor. Because I feel like people need to educate themselves a little bit more about what therapy is really for. Because whether you know it or not, the way or the environment that you were subjected to as a kid, it does plays a part in the type of relationships that you have in your adult life. And I'm not just talking about romantic partners. I'm talking about even your friendships, the way you interact with your coworkers at work, things of that nature. It does play a part in how you are, who you are as a person. It does. And so a lot of people come from dysfunctional backgrounds. And again, it's not like they just, woke up and was like, God, I think I want you to put me in a dysfunctional household. No, that's not how it works. So I guess that's why I'm able to understand people a little bit more. Discernment. I just kind of can see or feel a person for who they are. My Walmart order is on the way too, guys. I guess I'll show you guys what I had got. Just mainly stuff for the house though, honestly. Yes, I feel like we all should just, look into getting counseling. You don't only go to counseling just to, if you've experienced something bad. It's to prevent things like that from happening. Or if you do go through those things, counseling can kind of help you, give you good techniques or skill management so that you can properly cope with whatever you're dealing with. It could be grief, it can be a bad relationship, a bad marriage, issues going on with your relatives. That's what it's for. It's for to give you those skills that you need to kind of cope through those things. Because unfortunately, throughout life, people are always heading into a storm, they're into a storm, or they're coming out of a storm. And so counseling can kind of help you during those moments that you are in a storm. All right, I'm gonna get ready to put my lash glue on my lashes. I can't remember what brand of lashes these are, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put this glue on there so it can be setting and drying while I'm doing my mascara. But yes, that's the motto that I live by, is that we're either getting ready to go in the storm, we're currently in a storm, or we are coming out of a storm. And so I just, like I said, I try to give people the benefit of the doubt, because you never know what a person is dealing with. You just never know. Which brings me to my next thing. Poor customer service. Whew, I'm all over the place, but this is a long overdue. Well, you guys needed the introduction, and I also wanted you guys to have an understanding of who I am as a person, and then what better way to do that than when I'm doing my makeup and my hair. So I am one person that actually, I love to critique people on their customer service skills. And I know when people hear customer service or poor customer service, they think of a restaurant. I'm not even just referring to restaurants. I'm talking about in general. It can be, just calling a customer service number. I have been calling a particular customer service number for the last 6-7 months. And when I tell you that I don't never know what to expect when I call the number, because it's just, the customer service is just so poor. I mean, it's poor. I don't know. I did a lot of research on trying to find out who can I talk to, because it's really just insane for the customer service to be that rude. It is not even just one. It's just every person. I can say maybe 7 times out of 10 I'm going to talk to, and they're going to be rude. They don't want to go the extra mile to help you. And unfortunately, you really have to call that number, even if you want to schedule an appointment for in person, to even correct whatever issues you may have. But I'm one of those people where when I'm having a bad day, you really can't even tell. That's just me. I know it's not a lot of people that's able to do that, but for the most part, I feel like every person should master that, because you've been on the receiving end of poor customer service, and you know how it feels, when you're in a good mood, and you're just trying to go ahead and handle your business by dealing with the customer service, whether it's calling in or even having to go in person, or even just going to a restaurant, maybe just grabbing a bite to eat, and you're getting treated like you did something wrong, when all you did was just pick up the phone to call customer service to handle whatever it is that you're trying to handle. Or maybe you were just on lunch break with your friends or your coworkers, and all you wanted to do was just go grab a quick bite to eat, and then all of a sudden you dealing with attitude from somebody. And I at first I thought maybe I'm attracting this stuff, because I do believe that how you are as a person, or whatever needs to come out of you, it can, you will kind of come in contact with people that's gonna bring that out of you, because it's something within yourself that you need to correct. I do believe in that. I do. And so at one point in time, I was pretty much blaming myself for it, because I'm like, well, maybe, God's trying to get me to get this up out of me or something. But I had to realize that I'm not rude. Like, I've worked in customer service, in person and over the phone. I've done that. And I think I know I've only had one experience where I just was like, I had to just really stoop to the customer level, and it's because he made a comment referring to me as "you people." Like, that was just, to me, I felt like that was racist to refer to someone as "you people," because it's like, what do you mean, you people? But yes, and that was probably about 6-7 years ago. All right, I put my lashes on. Yeah, he was like, "you people," and so I had to set him straight a little bit, But ever since then, it really bothered me, because I'm one of those ones that's that Aquarius in me. I'm an Aquarian. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe if you're feeling this video, and definitely comment and let me know if you are an Aquarian like myself. But for the most part, that Aquarius in me is like, that's just not me. Like, it's not me. And I felt bad. I always feel bad whenever I get out of character, if I talk to a person a certain way, because I can be really, really rude at times when I feel like, you're kind of being rude to me. But I'm learning and I'm growing right now. And part of my growth is realizing that, a part of my growth is just knowing that I can't react to certain stuff, or that certain stuff doesn't require a reaction or a response. And another one of my famous saying is, sometimes no response is a response. And that's so true. You don't have to respond to everything that's being said or directed towards you, because sometimes by you not responding, that's sending a message to that person, letting them know, like, you know what, I don't know what you have going on, or you know what, I'm not even finna let you, get me out of character, that type of thing. But yes, this customer service has really, to me, I noticed that it really kind of escalated to poor quality really with COVID. And it's like, now that a lot of people are still working from home, myself included, but I don't work in customer service though. So, but yes, a lot of customer service representatives are still working from home. And I don't know if they feel like they can be rude because they're in the comfort of their own home. I don't know if they're being rude because they are overworked. and that they know that, you know, their employer is not going to do anything about it because they know that it's hard to find, you know, people to come to work as it is. I'm not really sure, but I feel like it's crazy though that, you know, people are being really, really rude and nasty when you calling in to these numbers, and then you having to give them your personal information so that they can verify you, so they can assist you, and then they get in the attitude with you, and then if you get back smart with them, you know, there's a possibility that they'll try to, you know, do something with your personal information. Like, you know, that's, to me, that's insane. Yeah. Let's put some eyeliner on. And I'm using the Maybelline Line Express eyeliner to line my eyes. But yes, if you have to go to work in a negative energy like that, then you just need to you need to just work for yourself at this point. That's what you need to do, work for yourself. Cause it's like, why are you getting smart because people coming in and you have to service them? But yeah, I just can't stand that, and oh Lord knows I be trying to be understanding of them, but some people I just don't understand. And let's see, other things that I be experiencing. What about, like, how do you guys handle when you're going to a restaurant, and how do you guys, you know, kind of tell the people that you don't like the food or that the food wasn't good? Like, how you guys handle that? Because I used to be one that be so quick to send my food back, But now, because of, again, this goes back to the customer service, it's like, you know what? Nowadays, it's like people, they just don't care. Like, people are not putting that same love and affection into your food like how they used to do prior to the pandemic. Again, I just feel like, you know, everything kind of went downhill once COVID came in and took over. Now, there's some places that have gotten better, but then it's a lot of ones like these chain restaurants, like your Waffle Houses, your Applebee's and stuff. It's like they know because they can't keep people in there to work. It's like they know, and because of that, they just let their workers like talk to you any kind of way. I mean, that's just my experience that I've had. But I'm curious to hear if anybody else have had that issue, because I have, and it's not a good feeling at all. So I want to know what you guys' thoughts are about that, and what did you guys do when you had that experience. So nowadays, like I said, I don't send my food back because, like I said, I just never know. You just never know what's gonna happen. You don't know if they're gonna go back there, and I don't know. You just don't know. So it's just best to just be like, you know what? I ain't even like it. Like, can I just get my money back? Or you know what? I'm just gonna deal with it, so to speak. That's been my experience with it. If I have to send my food back. So I guess now it's just best to just not even send your food back. Just, you know. Alright, so this is a lip liner in dark purple that I received from my local beauty supply store. And I'm just gonna line my lips. Okay, I'm back. I had to let my camera cool down. But you guys are not gonna believe this. Just that quick as I was letting my camera cool down, I logged into my Facebook page and I seen a post. So we're gonna take it back to what I was talking about with the plus size women. I'm gonna read you guys what I seen on the post. Boxer Terrence Crawford's girlfriend, Alendra Person, and the mother of his 6 children, is getting blasted for her weight and size while being married to a professional boxer. Some have even said, why would he be with her due to her size? I guess she needs to have a BBL, which is, I guess, a Brazilian butt lift, lace front, and small waist to be a successful boxer's girlfriend. I can only speculate, but maybe it's because he has 6 children with her, and maybe over the span of 6 children, she's actually shown herself to be a solid woman. Maybe she makes him happy, or I know this sounds crazy, but maybe he loves her. All I can say is real ones don't come in a specific size. They come real. When I look at her, I see real, natural, genuine, and well put together. Okay, let me just let you guys look at this picture. First of all, to me, I mean, yeah, she's considered to be plus size, but for her to have had 6 children, she looks really nice. I mean, 6 children where? And this just goes back to what I was talking about. And we're going to curl my hair too while I'm doing this. I was going to go ahead and just like fast forward it, like speed it up. But when I came across that post, I said that'd be something perfect to talk about as I'm curling my hair. So, all right, let me put some oil on my hair too. it's like when I see posts like that, it's like where, and I got this from Walmart. This is just some oil smoothing serum. And I already sprayed some heat protectant in my hair, so I'm just gonna put like a drop. And this is just enough to go on really the blonde part of the ends. But, wow, I didn't know that stuff lathers up like that. But yes, I guess I can't just, I don't understand why people feel the need to constantly, I'm talking about it was already like that, but it's definitely becoming an issue now. Definitely, where people are I'm just flat out and just bullying or just cyber bullying plus size people. And I'm really getting offended by it because number one, you don't know what caused the person to get like that. Okay, it could be a number of things, genetics, lifestyle. You don't know what the person has been through. Like I told you earlier, you don't know what could have drove a person to get like that. And like I said, it's really ultimately up to that person to, feel like they need to change something about themselves. Okay, so we could talk about a person that's, literally suffering from a medical condition such as being obese. But I feel like we don't talk about the people that's out here and that's getting unnecessary stuff done. And that's pretty much what the post was saying. Like, hey, I guess because, she's not getting a Brazilian butt lift that, hey, we just need to bash her. I don't know what to say about this though, but I'm finding it really, really offensive. All right, I'm just gonna use this to kind of smooth down the top of my wig. But yes, I just don't understand it. Just that quick, like I said, while I was letting the camera cool down, I seen that post. But I'm kind of glad that popped up so that I can show you guys, because that's what I see all the time on social media. And like I said, I really don't really say too much about it, but it really is becoming an issue. And to me, it's offensive because you don't know what that person is going through. You don't know what that person is battling. So, and then looking at that post, obviously this man, he likes plus size women. I mean, and then not only that, but look at her, she's had 6 children. You can't even tell. And it's like, who are you to talk about his woman like that? Like, people can't control certain things about them, like how they look. Weight wise, like I said, some people can control it and some people can't. Like I said, to me, it's just about a willpower. If the person doesn't feel like they need to change something about themselves or that they can change something about themselves, then you can sit here all day and tell them that they can. But if they don't believe in themselves, then they're not going to do it. But at the end of the day, it's ultimately that person's choice if they want to change something about themselves, like, losing weight. And don't get me wrong, I want to lose weight. And I'm always looking up different ways of what I can do because I want to do it the natural way. I don't want to really take the easy way out and get surgery. I know some people do that. And like I said, I'm not even going to say that's the easy way. I don't want to offend no one. I'm not going to say that's the easy way. Maybe that's the way that was more, sufficient or beneficial for them. So I do apologize. I want to reword that and say that it's not necessarily the easy road, because I hear a lot of people say that there are a lot of complications after the fact. So I don't want to say the easy road. I just want to say everybody's weight loss journey is their journey. It's unique to everyone. So I do, like I said, I do want to apologize for saying that. But for me, I want to I want to go just do it the natural way. Like I want to do it, I guess you can say, I just want to, just like I put it on, I want to just take it off as well. That's just me. And I know some people actually do, they start off, exercising, changing their eating habits. And then as much as they work, they still can't, seem to get the weight off. So that's understandable too. That's another reason why I changed what I just said, because like I said, you never know. A person may have wanted to, do it that way, but they just didn't feel comfortable going inside of a gym. Because I know at one point in time, I did have a gym membership at Planet Fitness, and I just didn't even feel comfortable even going in the gym. And so I got my gym right around the end part of 2019, early part of 2020, and obviously that's also around the same time that COVID hit. So with that being said, obviously, the gym, they kind of, shut down, and, they were just, worried about the safety of the people that was coming, which is understandable. So I just ultimately just let my membership go. But I just didn't feel comfortable. Like when I would go there, the one closest to my house, people would just kind of like look at you strange and stuff, and it's like, dang, like I know I'm a big girl, like that's why I'm coming here. Like it's like they was looking at me like I didn't belong there. Like y'all so quick to call somebody big, and then a big girl is in there, then y'all looking at her like she crazy. But I just didn't feel comfortable going there, because I feel like, some people when they go to the gym, not all people, but some people, it's like they going to the gym to look for stuff. Like they want to see something. Because, when people are working out, they're doing like awkward positions and stuff. And so you got some people that just, they want to look. They want to look at a woman, or, if you're a woman, you want to look at a man. And that's just the way I felt. So, and then I used to love to get on the massage tables that Planet Fitness offers. Like when you're finished exercising. And I don't know, like the last time I went there, it's like I felt like they wasn't sanitizing the table, even though the client or the customer is supposed to do it, after they finish. But everybody's not clean, okay? So, yeah. But yes, I'm saying all this to say that, just because you see a person heavy doesn't mean that they're not trying, or that it hasn't crossed their mind that they should, consider doing some lifestyle changes to change, that excess weight. Because, being extremely overweight, it can come with some conditions. But what I'm trying to say is that, with me being a part of that community, we don't want to be reminded that, we're overweight, or that we're big, or that we're at risk for certain, diseases or whatever. We don't want to be reminded of that. No one wants to constantly have their flaws thrown up in their face, what they need to work on. And that goes for big people or smaller people. No one wants to. So it's like we don't need to be reminded of that. But for me, I guess another reason why I'm doing YouTube is so I can be a little bit more vocal about certain stuff. Because, this is my platform. I want to choose what I want to say and what I want to talk about. And this is real life stuff that can affect a person. And with me being in the helping field as a counselor, soon to be, I'm going to have to deal with clients that, may be suffering with, being ashamed of their bodies, And so you want to be able to help them in the most, helpful way. And, you don't want to criticize them, because you don't want them to shut down. You want them to open up to you, and you want to be able to assist them. And so it's like there's a way to get your point across, with whatever you're trying to, convey to a person without having to tear their spirit down. And I feel like social media, while it does have good benefits or advantages, I do feel like it has opened the doors for people to be mean behind the scene and kind of hide behind the screen. And, cyberbullying is just as much harmful as, being bullied in person. And again, this is coming from a person that was bullied in high school. So I don't want anyone to go through what I experienced. And, to this day, it's like, I think it affected me. I know it affected me, and which is why I'm vocal now. And I don't want people to go through that. And when I have children, I want to talk to them about that type of stuff and let them know, like, everyone is different. It doesn't mean that, that they're a bad person, or that, they don't deserve that same love and affection as the next person because they do something a little bit different. You know, I feel like in our world, it's just hard for us to accept a person wholeheartedly. Like, we accept people under our own terms and conditions. That's what I feel. We put stipulations on why we choose to befriend someone or be with someone or hang out with people. And that's one of the things that I want to work on. And I guess that's why I don't have that many friends. Like, I literally can count on one hand how many friends and or associates that I talk to or hang out with, you know. And not saying that just because you don't have that many friends that, you know, you must be the problem, because I know some people have said before that if you don't have a lot of friends, then it must be something that you're doing wrong. That is not always the case. Some people choose to, you know, limit, you know, their circle or the people that they talk to because they've experienced having a lot of friends and stuff and it wasn't a good experience. You know, people feel like they have to be in competition silently for whatever reason when you're hanging around a lot of people versus, you know, hanging around a smaller circle. But yeah. But yeah, like I said, me personally, I just choose to just, you know, stick to a certain number of friends. It's definitely not by force. It's definitely by choice. We're gonna go to this other side. But yes, that turned out really cute. Let's hope the other side turns out just as cute. But yeah, it's really disheartening when I, you know, wake up and, you know, check my social media. And I guess that's another reason too. I just limit myself to just Facebook and Instagram. And now, you know, like I said, more recently with YouTube, I was thinking about doing the whole TikTok thing, but I be seeing I see a lot of negative posts even about that, but I hear that's a good avenue to kind of, you know, put yourself out there. You know, if you are a up and coming or growing YouTuber or content creator like myself, I may look into doing that. I really may. So yeah. But for right now, I just been sticking to good old fashioned Facebook. I know some people say Facebook ain't talking about nothing, but Facebook has helped me out a lot. That's how I get most of my hair clientele. And like I said, I just mainly just do like blowouts, you know. Although I am capable of doing colors, you know, relaxers and other stuff. But I just choose to not, you know, do all that stuff right now because I don't have the space for that. So I'm trying to still, you know, keep my house looking nice, you know. But yes, for the most part, it is disheartening when I log into Facebook and like I just told you, just in that short time, and how I already see another post yet again about a woman being bashed because of her weight. And not only that, but this lady has had 6 children, and I don't know if it's a man that posted that post, and so maybe, you know, that man doesn't know what the female body endures, you know, during carrying a child and even after the fact, you know. So it's like people just totally disregard the fact that she's had 6 kids when, you know, I've never had a child before, but it's like, you know, childbirth is like, you know, it's very risky. Like, you can die giving birth to a child, and for her to have given birth to 6 children and to me maintain a pretty shapely figure, as you guys seen, I mean, like, that's a good thing. Everybody's body cannot snatch back like the celebrities do. These celebrities have money, so they're, you know, they having babies, and then an hour later, you know, they already slim because they're, you know, they got doctors, they're getting cosmetic surgeries and stuff done. But realistically, you know, everybody's body can't snatch back like that. And I feel personally, if her husband, who happens to be a professional athlete, a boxer, if he's not offended by her weight, then why are we worried about her weight? Why are we making her feel bad about her weight? Like, why do we do that? Like, I want to know who just wakes up and just say, you know what? I'm finna just go ahead and bash somebody about their weight. I just want to know who does that. Who wakes up with that type of mindset? Who has the time to do all of that? And it's like, what do you gain from doing that? Like, tell me what you're gaining from doing that, and maybe I can understand why you're doing it, because right now, I don't see nothing good that can come from that. And usually if a person is doing that, especially if they're hiding behind it, then chances are they're battling their own insecurities and demons that may actually be something similar, like being overweight. Maybe that person was in a relationship where the male may have, or the female, whichever one, may have, criticized that person for their weight or their appearance. And so now there's this thing called projection, and it does exist, where we kind of project our own insecurities on other people. And so a lot of times the way we go about saying or doing stuff, we're really talking about ourselves, but we're not gonna just say, oh, well, I'm big and I need to lose weight. So it's easier to just, target someone else. That didn't come out right. Whew, that's not good. So it's gonna work today. But yeah. But yes, projection is something real. It really does exist. And we do it a lot to other people more than we realize. And that goes to what they also teach us in psychology, is the ego, the ID, and the super ego. Sigmund Freud stuff. But yeah, I'm not sure why is this thing doing this. Getting caught up in my curlers. Like, it wasn't doing it on the other side. But yes, not sure why we do that to ourselves or to other people, but we do it. And like I said, I really do have a problem with that, and I'm gonna try it this way now. Yeah. No. Let's try it some other way. But yes, I want to be able to just, I want to see everybody's point of view concerning that. How do you guys feel about people that are so opinionated, or that like to blast people, their insecurities for the world to see? And sometimes you can do that, and actually you can get a lawsuit for doing that as well, certain stuff. Like, people don't realize that neither, that once you put that stuff out there on the internet, it stays out there. Whether it's deleted or not, it's out there. But I know, like I said, no one wants to constantly hear about their flaws. But yeah, so enough of that. I am getting ready because I have a client coming over, a hair client. And I was debating if I should film the video. I probably won't, because I don't know if her mom would feel comfortable with me doing it. Because I seen how you guys reacted to the video that I did of me doing my niece's hair. You guys liked that. So I guess I need to do more videos like that and see how that goes. Ooh, I am not doing the best with this curling on this side. I'm not doing the best with that. magic. I ain't finna keep on messing my wig up. I really need to be washed. But yeah. That's gonna do today. But yeah, I seen you guys' reaction to that last video that I posted, and I'm probably gonna upload my other video that I'm in the process of editing now before this one comes out. But I want to remind you guys about that drawing that I'm doing, the On the Road to 100 subscribers journey, and I'm gonna do a giveaway. I don't know if I'm gonna do like an electronic gift card to make it easier for the person to receive their gift, or send you guys something in the mail. That something will be in that other video that'll be posted well before this one. So you guys have to, the requirements is for you guys to be subscribed to my channel. And if you guys have social media, to share one of my videos, you know, shout me out, and just you can send me proof of it, of your post, by reaching out to me on one of my social media pages, and then I'll go ahead and put your name in the bowl, and then, you know, do a video of me doing the drawing, and then, you know, uploading that video so you guys can see it. Because I want to be able to, every time I reach a milestone, I want to be able to, you know, reward you guys for, at least one of you guys for it. And, you know, because like I said, in order for me to have, you know, reach these milestones, I couldn't have done it without you guys looking at my videos, commenting, liking, subscribing. So definitely appreciate that. And I'm trying to be a little bit more consistent with posting videos. I'm trying to figure out what day of the week would be good for me to post my videos, and I'm thinking it's going to be more so toward the end of the week, like on a Sunday or even a Saturday, but we shall see. Yeah, I like this side better, but we're gonna make it do what it do though. Alright, just in time for this video, that camera started overheating again. Just in time. I have enough space, or should I say I have enough time left, just in time for me to finish showing you guys what my hair looks like. But yes, so let me turn this off. And I think that's gonna do it right here. Side is a little puffy, but it's gonna be alright. And run that brush through it. No, I don't glue my wigs down, in case you guys are wondering, in case someone's wondering. I don't do that. Alright. Alright, so we are good to go, but I just wanted to say that I thank you guys for taking the time out to, you know, watch me do my makeup and then hear my perspective of, you know, being a plus size woman, among other things, including dating. So if you guys are still here hanging out with me from the very beginning of this video, I do thank you for your time, because you guys could have been at any other YouTuber's channel, but you guys decided to sit with she, me, her and listen to what I had to say. So until next time, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys later. Ciao.